Today I'll talk about theoretical statistical distributions for discrete variable. The first one is discrete uniform distribution. A discrete uniform distribution is a distribution of discrete random variable x with probability density function dx, which assumes a constant value over a finite interval. If the interval is between a and b, then the total number of cases will be b minus a plus 1. This is the probability density function of discrete uniform distribution, where the probability of each value of x between interval a and b is constant and is given by 1 by n. This is the cumulative density function of discrete uniform distribution, which is given as x minus a plus 1 by n for any value of x between a and b. If there are n observations, then probability of x multiplied by n will be 1 because area under the curve is always 1 for probability density function. So the function is given as px is equal to 1 by n for x between a and b, and it is 0 otherwise. Mean is equal to b plus a by 2 and variance is equal to n square minus 1 by 12. Median is same as mean and mode is any value between a and b because the probability density function is uniform, and kurtosis is given by minus 6 by 5 multiplied by n square plus 1 divided by n square minus 1. And since the probability mass function is, the curve is symmetric, the skewness is 0. Uh, Now we see an application of discrete uniform distribution. The question is, if your dice is thrown, then probability of any result between 1 and 6 follow a uniform distribution over the interval 1 and 6. This is given. The question is, find the probability of occurrence of 4 in a single trial, and also find the probability of occurrence of any number between 1 and 4 in a single trial. So the lower limit is 1, the upper limit is 6, and the total number of cases here are 6 minus 1 plus 1, which is 6. So probability of getting 4 is 1 by n, that is 1 by 6. And probability of occurrence of any number between 1 and 4 is given by cumulative density function for x is equal to 4. That is, x is less than or equal to 4. So it will be given as the 4 minus 1 plus 1 by 6, that is 4 by 6. So this was about uniform distribution. Now we go on to second discrete statistical distribution, which is binomial distribution. So binomial distribution is a discrete probability distribution, which is also known as Bernoulli's distribution. Uh, the probability of R successes in n trials is given as NCR P to the power R and Q to the power n minus R. For 0 successes in n trial, the probability is q to the raised to the power n. For n successes in n trial, the probability is given as p raised to the power n. And for cumulative density function, for r less than or equal to x is the summation of all the probabilities of r between 0 and x. And the NCR stands for R combinations of n. There are certain assumptions for binomial distribution, and these are that the number of trials will be n, and the outcome is dichotomous. It is very clear by the name as binomial, means two outcomes. So the outcome is dichotomous, and they are mutually exclusive. The probability of success in a single trial is written as P, and the probability of failure is written as Q, which is equal to 1 minus P, and the outcomes and trials are independent of each other. What are the probabilities of binomial distribution? The mean is given by n multiplied by P. The variance is given by n multiplied by P multiplied by Q, and standard deviation is square root of NPQ. This is a useful theorem for inferential statistics. If n is large and if neither P nor Q is too close to 0, then binomial distribution can be closely approximated by normal distribution with standard normal deviate as z is equal to x minus np divided by square root of npq. This we will use in the inferential statistics. The shape of binomial distribution depend on the total number of cases and the probability of success uh, in a single trial. So this is the probability mass function or probability density function of binomial distribution. When P is equal to 0.5, the binomial distribution is symmetric. When P is not equal to zero point 0.5, the shape of distribution becomes more and more symmetrical when n is larger. This is cumulative density function of binomial distribution. Uh, then these are special situations. When n tend to infinity, then binomial distribution with parameters n and p can be approximated to normal distribution with parameters np and npq. The second situation is when n tends to infinity and p tends to 0, then binomial distribution with parameter n and p can be approximated to Poisson distribution with parameter np. This we will see in our next distribution. This is the application of binomial distribution. The example here, a dice is thrown 6 times. Consider getting odd number as a success. Then what is the probability of getting 5 successes out of 6 trials? So the total number of trials are 6, and the total number of success desired is equal R is equal to 5, and probability of success in a single trial is 3 by 6, which is 1 by 2, and the probability of failure in a single trial is also 1 by 2. So the probability of 5 success is given as 3 by 32. Then another distribution which is discrete is Poisson distribution. So Poisson distribution is discrete probability distribution. The Poisson distribution is expected in cases where the chance of any individual event being a success is small. Hence, it is also known as law of improbable events. These are various examples where Poisson distribution can be used. For example, in scenarios where we are interested in the number of accidents on road, the number of printing mistakes in a book, number of patients arriving in a clinic, number of mutations in a DNA strand, number of failures per day. And there is an assumption for Poisson distribution that events are independent of each other. So, what is the probability density function and cumulative density function of Poisson distribution? It are given as these, and where R is the number of events in a given interval, and the parameter lambda is the rate. So, the properties are its mean is equal to lambda, which is also equal to n multiplied by p. P is probability of success in a single trial, and variance is equal to lambda, and square root of variance is standard deviation. When lambda increases, distribution shifts to right. This m stands for lambda here, and median is given as this. And skewness, the distribution is not symmetric. There is skewness, and when n tends to large and p tends to 0, then Poisson distribution is closely approximated to binomial distribution. This is the probability density function of Poisson distribution. The shape of Poisson distribution depend on the parameter lambda. This is the cumulative density function of Poisson distribution. Uh, so if we change the size of interval, then the Poisson distribution of k multiplied by lambda is also Poisson distribution. And sum of two Poisson variables is also a Poisson distribution with parameter lambda 1 plus lambda 2. And if n is large and p is small, then binomial distribution with parameter np can be approximated with Poisson distribution with parameter lambda, which is given by np. This we have seen before. What is the application? It is used to identify number of events occurring in a given time or a space, subject to the availability of mean number of events and the assumption that events follow Poisson distribution. So this is the application of Poisson distribution. This is one example. If 10% of tools produced are defective, this is given. Find the probability that in a sample of 10 tools chosen at random, exactly 2 will be defective. So probability of event happening is 10%. That is 0.1, and so lambda is n multiplied by p, so it is 10 multiplied by 0.1, which is equal to 1. So probability of finding exactly two parts, two tools defective is given as 0.184. This is another discrete statistical distribution, geometric distribution. So geometric distribution gives probability that the first occurrence of success require k independent trials, each with success probability p. So, in a single trial, the probability of success is given as p, and there is first success at the k trial. So, that probability is given as q raised to the power k minus 1 multiplied by p, and the cumulative density function is given as 1 minus q raised to the power k. If we are interested in number of failures until first success, then there is slight modification in the probability density function and cumulative density function, and both these scenarios there is geometric distribution. So these are two geometric distributions. In one geometric distribution, k is from 1 onwards, and in another k is from 0 onwards. So this is first scenario where k is from 1 onwards, and this is second scenario from k is from 0 onwards. And this is the probability density function when k is from 1 onwards, which is equal to q raised to the power k minus 1 multiplied by p. This is cumulative density function for first scenario, which is equal to 1 minus q raised to the power k. So what are the assumptions for geometric distribution? The assumptions are that trials are independent of each other, and there are only two possible outcomes for each trial, either success or failure. And the probability of success in a single trial, which is denoted by P, is constant for every trial. So let us see with this example. If birth of first girl child is the success, then what is the probability that first success occur at the birth of third child? So birth of first girl child after two births, that is during the third birth. So what is the probability there? So we can solve this using simple concept of probability. There are three total births, and the sequence can be written as birth of boy followed by boy and followed by girl. So this is the combination which we are interested, that birth of first girl child uh, after two births, that is on third birth. So this is the combination in which we are interested in. There are these possible combinations when there are total three births. So total number of combinations are eight, and successful combination which we desire is one. So it is one out of eight. So probability of successful combination is one out of eight. We can solve this using geometric distribution as probability of girl uh, is 50%. Of course, in any birth, the probability of girl or a boy is 50-50. So probability of success in a single trial is 1 by 2, and probability of failure in a single trial is also 1 by 2. So probability that the girl is born after two births, first girl is born, is given as probability of x is equal to 3, which is equal to q raised to the power k minus 1 multiplied by p. So it will be this, and solving we get 1 by 8. So we get the same answer. So this is the use of geometric distribution. Uh, so these are the discrete statistical distributions which we use, and